Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for those who have subscribed. My YouTube name is Amongor. Thank you and thank you so very much. Now, there's something I need to talk about. It's, have you seen couples going out on a date and yet when I end out, let's say they're going to have lunch, date, dinner, or lunch, or even breakfast. Unaambia your spouse, let's go to have a date lunch or supper, alafu unapata watu wameenda, ama useme tuende tu, let's take the kids out to have supper together. Mukifika pale, have you observed such scenario? Mwanaume ameenda date na bibi yake, ama bibi ameenda na wife na husband, wote wako kwa simu, mpaka unajiuliza they are not talking to one another. Sasa walikuja kufanya nini? In fact, they are there literally, they are just seated there. Na hiyo wangefanya tu kwa nyumba. Wako there, kila mtu ako kwa simu yake browsing or chatting or texting, ama somebody anaongea na marafiki hapo there. Na yet hiyo ni date walikuwa nayo. The other date, hiyo ni date mumeenda like a couple. But everybody ako kwa simu. Watoto wako kwa simu, mama ako kwa simu, baba ako kwa simu, everybody ako kwa simu. Sasa mpaka unajiuliza, doesn't this beat the logic of having a lunch date or a dinner date, whatever you call it? It beats the logic because you've gone out there to interact to one another and talk and share. How was your day? Hey, what do you think about our so-and-so baby? You've gone there to interact in a special way. That's why you left home. Now you've gone out so that you can even interact with your children, so you can know the problem that your children are going through. Now baba uko kwa simu, mama uko kwa simu, watoto wako kwa simu, then you wonder. Now hizi masimu nazo, my brothers, where they are taking us, we have to reevaluate and think. So what I was asking, kindly separate notice, because in many times even me I've gone out to lunch, dinner dates, and I've found myself in the same predicament that I'm telling you, but it's not a good behavior. When you go out on a date, ama unapata mtu they're going on their first date with a potential wife to be. Sasa uko kwa simu, sisi on the phone. How would you interact and know each other? Ama mtajuana akikuja kulala nyumbani, aingia kwa wife material kupikia kwa nyumba, ama afanye akuoshe nguo, apike chapati uone kama. So si ungemwambia tu akuje kwa nyumba afanye hizo zote, rather than going out there spending money when you're supposed to interact and get to know one another. Uko pale kwa simu na sisi on the phone, so then you wonder why we here. Si hata mungebigiana kwa simu mmalizana hiyo maneno. Otherwise, what I was asking couples and those who are in a serious relationship, when you go on a date, please turn your phones off. Turn your phones off. That particular moment, give it to your significant other. Mpatie hiyo time. Sima simu yako. Give all the maximum attention that you can to your partner. It even shows disrespect, shows rudeness. You come out to be rude. I don't care. Somebody with a terrible attitude. Somebody who doesn't care about the other person. Somebody who doesn't value the other person's time coming there, because people are busy. People are going through a lot. Hata kama mtu is not busy, angekaa tu kwa nyumba yake a relax. Badala ya kukuja all the way for us to have lunch, and then here you are Here you are on a phone, on your phone. Na tukimaliza utaenda kufanya nini? When you go out on a date, let that be a date. This technology, it's killing us slowly. It is killing us, our social lives, how we used to social, how we used to interact with one another, with the family. Unaenda hata kwa family gatherings, everybody ako kwa simu, and you wonder hatujaonana mwaka mzima. This is the only time that we have created for us to meet. When will we interact? Nijue wewe mwaka yote umepitia nini, what has been going on, how have you been, how, catching up. We've gone out there to catch up. But we are on our phones. Everyone. Watoto, nini. But the way nowadays, the most important thing to majority of couples and our children is Wi-Fi and data bundles. That is the most important thing. Somebody cannot do without. And our children are following suit. That if there is no Wi-Fi, how are we going to survive? We need to rethink and reevaluate how we interact with our children and our spouses. Yani unapata mwanaume umetoa bibi yako, maybe you have some issues, you are going to have any issues out there, uko kwa simu. Unaongea, and your wife is your spouse or your partner is there waiting for you to finish your call patiently. Na kitu inanisangaza, you are not a medical doctor, you are not a police officer, you are not God. So there's some things that you cannot handle. Now, if somebody tells you, I have an emergency, there's fire in my house, what will you do? My brother, you can't help everything. At that particular time, you're not a medical doctor, somebody akwambia nimepata accident, kimbia unisaidie. Or somebody needs a surgery here. Hata kama ni a doctor, whether you are a police officer, whether you are a firefighter, please put your phone off for that 1 hour or 2 hours that you have interrupted somebody's busy schedule to come and have lunch or dinner with you. That should be a special moment for you and that other person. If you can't turn your phone off, then find the right time when you can turn your phone off, so that we can be able to iron and discuss issues, daily issues. Sio uko hapa, uko kwa simu, you're talking to your friends everywhere. Turn your phone off. You're talking to your friends, you're shouting here, discussing work issues, and yet you're on a date. You'll have to sit down, my brother, and think, my sister, think the time when you can turn your phone off. At least, mutaelewana, you'll be able to understand and communicate to one another. And that's why you see nowadays we date on the phone. You text somebody, I love you. Some text you, I love you too. Then it goes into our head, you believe that yes, this person loves you. You don't know, you don't understand the person. You don't know their lifestyle. You don't know how they talk when they're mad. You don't know when they're out there, how they behave, how they act. Now you bring them and say, oh, come. You are my wife. You are my husband. Na unamweka tu kwa nyumba. And then problems, when they start erupting, then you are here telling me, oh, pastor kwa wapi, oh, mwenye alisikanisa ndoa, mwenye alifanya hii, oh, mwenye alifanya. You didn't take time to know each other. Unaenda social media ndio unaangalia tuko hapa na my wife having lunch. I'm busy looking for photos of these models and all this, and yet we are on a date. Ladies and gentlemen, and you're here browsing Facebook, TikTok, seeing how this and that. That time should be dedicated to one another. Unapata mwanaume ana drop bibi yake kazini, and sometimes the wives drop the husband. Unapata mwingine ako busy driving, mwingine ako kwa simu, oh hi how are you, utafika kazi saa ngapi? Na ukimdrop kazini, other they don't even take time to say bye or say thank you. Anashuka ako kwa simu, akiendanga anapanga mrango anaenda, wewe unabaki hapo peke yako, you start your car na uende zako. Yani all the way that it's two of you in the car, when you are supposed to use that moment to talk, not just love or spouses, you never lack something to discuss about. Yani unaenda tu, mko kwa gari, wewe kazi yako ni kudrive tu, na huyu mwingine ako kwa simu, hey, how are you, what time, what do we do, or after work, ulipata ile assignment. Ukifika kazi yake hivi, unapaki kwa mrango, yeye anachomoka, ako kwa simu, hata kukuambia bye. What if something happens to you on your way, or what if something happens to her? We're too busy for our partners, and that's what I'm bringing to your attention. We're too busy. Hizi masimu, it can wait. Hii masimu inaweza ngoja, Yani usaenda kwa nyumba, unapata the family is having dinner in the evening, wako kwa meza wote, watoto, baba, mama, wako na kila mtu wako kwa simu. Ushaona that? Ama wewe you are a victim of that? Yani tuko hapa, mtoto ako kwa simu, ameweka earphones kwa masikio na tunakula. Na unasema na wewe uko kwa simu msasi na you know our children are good. They follow as we do. Rather than telling them fanya hii, they do as we do. They learn from us how we live, how we conduct our business, how we conduct ourselves during dinner time. Si atuambie watoto, turn your phones off. It's dinner time. Tukule, we share, hii chakula ni mzuri, ni bado tufanye hii. Ongea, just share. That brings you guys closer to one another. Mwambie simu. It's time for supper. Supper ikuangi 8 hours, inakuwa maximum 1 hour. Na imagine mko kwa simu na watoto wenu moto kwa meza. Watoto wakimaliza, wengine watamoke kwa room yao, wengine waingie kwa kiti wakae, wengine waanze watch TV, wengine wako kwa YouTube, kwa TikTok, wherever. Yani you were just physically there kwa meza kukula tu. Ni chakula tu, mnaongea na chakula. You are not talking to one another. We need to reevaluate our lives and this phone madness. We have to sit down and have a serious talk by ourselves, nobody else. If we need the world to change, change starts with us. Let's change, then the world will be easier to change. Unakaa familia mzima wako kwa simu na wanakula tu. They are not even talking to one another. Tuko na headphones, mwingine anasikiza ngoma, mwingine is doing everything. Where are we headed? What kind of generation that are we bringing up? Some of you will say I'm on old age. That's fine, but it is during those old days, it is what I went through that enabled me to be who I am today. It's the reason that I am who I am today. And I've seen in many times who are just losing it. Yani hata unakaa chini, unapata mwanaume na wife yake, the couples are taking a walk in the evening. This evening walk or morning walk, they're taking a walk, but yet watu wako kwa simu, kila mtu wako kwa simu, and yet are walking. What kind of walk is that? You're taking a walk, two of you, and yet two of you are on the phone, or the other person ako kwa simu na mwingine hayuko kwa simu. Are you giving time and attention to this other person? Are you minding the other person? When you go for a walk, it's a walk for the two of you. Leave this outside world. Get off your phone. Kama there's an important phone call that you are waiting for, please, ngoja hiyo simu ikuje, finish and say let's go for a walk. Yani couples wako kwa walk tu. And yet mtu wako kwa simu, mnasunguka mrudi, mlitoka na akiwa kwa simu, muende murudi akiwa kwa simu. Do you know what is going on in the other person's mind? Be it your husband or your wife or your partner. Do you imagine what goes through that person's head while you are going for a walk and you're on the phone? My brothers, my sisters, wacha na hizo tabia. When you are going for a walk, give your partner maximum attention. Until that time is available, then don't drag someone. Yani ni kama you're just doing it for the sake of it. Kuja, let's go for a walk. Umalize utoke. It's like a duty that you have to fulfill, and yet it should not be a duty. Life is to be enjoyed. Life is for the living. And we don't know how long we're here. And some of us maybe will not get a chance to grow old as our ancestors did. What will be left behind in your partner's mind is just but memories. Forget about the money. Forget about how you used to work. The memories that you've created together. That's what will be left in your partner's mind when you walk. Memories will be left, good or bad. So create that memory. Create the memories. Create that memory. Let me say something again here. Yani hata unapata mtu watu wameenda kanisa, baada tukae hapo na my spouse, my other partner, tusikize someone, tunaenda siku hizi we don't carry the Bible, tunabeba masimu because the phone carries everything but the Bible. So uko pale kwa kanisa, then simu yetu we don't turn it off, unaiweka mute. So if somebody calls you, si utaona tu, it will not ring but utaona. So you know what you do? You excuse yourself, unaenda nje kuongea kwa simu. Na hiyo ni siku ya kanisa. Na Mungu alisema tumepea hiyo siku. Hata ujombea hata na wengine ni kanisa ni 1 hour 2 hours. Except if you are a Seventh-day Adventist. Bali hata ukiwa Seventh-day Adventist, nothing is too serious than giving God your attention, mind and your soul, your spirit and everything. Just one day. Hiyo siku moja tu. Alafu wengine akawapa mtu akikutext. Siko mute, utaona tu. You'll be Setani naye ni mwongo, hapo ndio anaingia na kuambia mtext, umwambie tutatoka kanisa saa 7. So then you are texting while in church. It is the logic why you went to church. Ukienda kanisa with your family and then tomorrow utaambia watoto wako mkienda kanisa sasa kuona mtu akiongea kwa simu na wewe ndio professor in that field. Wacha simu nyumbani. Ama simu yaje kwa gari. There is time and a season for everything. Ndio wazungu walisema. Kuna wakati wa kila kitu. Kina wakati wa kila jambo. Wakati wa kanisa, wakati wa saba, wakati wa kupanda wa kufuna, wakati wa kufanya vitu together as a family, let's do it. Wakati wa kuongea kwa simu, you can chat. Hamjaonana na mtu wako siku mzima. Umekuja nyumbani. That's the time unafaa kumwambia siku ilikuwaje, uliendelea aje wewe au hata kama mtu ni housewife. Housewives, by the way, they have a lot of work to do. They do too much. So akikuja anataka muinteract. Muongea. Sasa unakuja huko kwa simu. Yani hata kanisa tu una excuse, unatoka nje, unapiga simu, halafu unarudi kanisa. Ulienda kanisa kweli? Kwani hiyo ni emergency gani? If there is an emergency or there is an emergency phone call that you are expecting, don't go to church mpaka uimalize. Yani hii simu imetufanya kama tumekuwa watu ambao I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to call it. Unaenda tu kanisa na simu iko. Yani unaona jioni unapata mwanaume wako kwa nyumba, watoto wao hawana watoto ama hawajapata kupata mtoto, ama watoto wako shule, wako wao peke yao kwa nyumba. Unapata mwanaume ako kwa simu and the wife ako kwa simu. Yani they are together physically but mentally, spiritually they are not together. And you may find somebody chatting with somebody in offices. na wewe unakaa hapo na you are not together, but physically yes, we're in this house, but mind zetu ziko very far. Unaongea na watu wako mbali, uko WhatsApp, uko Facebook, uko Twitter, you are talking to people far away, and yet you are physically together. And by the way, do you know why sometimes people shout to one another and yet they are here, they are together here, they're seated like next to each other, and yet when they're talking, they're shouting to each other? It tells you that they are together physically, but their hearts are far apart. Ndio unaona ana shout kama unaweza msikia, because roho zenu ziko mbali. Husbands, create time for your family. Wives, do the same. Wives, do the same. Create time for your family. If we want our families to thrive, let's create time for one another. There's time and season for everything. Kama ni wakati wa familia, let's give the family the time that they deserve. If it is time for me and my wife going out, let me give my wife that attention that she deserves. Kama umepeleka nje na bwana yako, no matter what, mpatie time, ongea, you interact. Then mkirudi, simu iko hapo. You continue from where you left. Mtaendelea tuna masimu zetu. Sasa tuko kwa nyumba, mimi na bibi yangu. My wife is chatting with someone and I'm busy chatting with someone. Why are we even together in the first place? Tuko hapa to feel the gap that we are married, I have a wife, I have a husband, just that. Only that is the only thing, because tuko together and you are chatting with somebody somewhere else. Hii masimu haitupeleki vizuri. Enjoy time together. You're not seeing each other the whole day. Instead of catching up in the evening, uko hapo tu kwa simu na yeye ako kwa simu. Hata some couples go to bed with their phones. And some some couples will receive the phone call in bed. Some couples go to bed with their phones and some receive calls. Alafu unaanza kucheka hapo, hey, ni aje, nimeenda kulala, niko hapo. And even wengine, they start chatting while the other person is just laying there. Let me ask you a question, my brothers and my sisters. Some couples, when they're about to get intimate, then the phone rings. Do you answer that phone? Do you go look who's calling? Or what do you do? Now, you stop everything, say, let me see who's calling. And you're about to getting there. Alafu unawacha sasa unasema, let me see, it is my mother, let me answer. It is Josephine. It is Kefo, let me answer. And you are about to get what? Intimate. Na umechukua simu. Do you know what that does to that particular moment? Do you know what it does? You either come back and start all over fresh, ama upate your spouse hayuko huko, ile mood ilitoka. He also is not in a mood anymore. What options are you left with? You'll have to continue next time, which you don't know when. You've killed the mood. What does that tell you? There is time and season for everything. That's what I want to leave you, my brothers and my sisters, with. There is time and season for everything. Na wengine mtaniambia lazima niende na simu kwa kitanda kwa sababu what if it's an emergency? Are you an emergency solver? Hata saa hii my mother anipigia niambie moto nyumba yake imeshika moto nyumbani. What would I do? I am not there. I'm in Nairobi. What would I do? What would I change? Sitakimbia nifurahi huko niende kumsaidia at that particular moment. But kuna watu wako nyumbani. So asisemi there are no emergencies. But the pertinent question that you need to ask yourself, is your relationship with your partner important? If it is, give it the importance that it deserves. Kama uhusiano wako ni wa maana na bibi yako na bwana yako, give it the importance that is attached to it, the commitment, the seriousness that comes with that important person. Yani your wife, your partner, yani unaongea mambo mzuri, you are even there kissing and doing all this, then all of a sudden the phone rings, alafu unamwambia ngoja kidogo niangalie, unaenda kuona who's calling, alafu uone upate ni wale watu wanapiga ni noni namba, alafu uchukue upate ni wale conmen wanakuambia nimekutumia 5,000 na hiyo pesa nilikuwa ya mtu hospitali, please unaweza nirudishia. Alafu sasa hapo damu inachemuka, umepanda pressure, damu yako imepanda. Sasa unaanza kushout, unaanza kutuzi hiyo mtu kwa line because you know their cons. Now and then you turn around, uanze kuambia your partner, oh how are you, oh let's continue. My brothers, my sisters, let's keep our relationship firing. Let's keep the fire. And there's so many things about the phone, what the phone is doing to us, ningependa kuwa highlight. But the few that I mentioned, hopefully it will help someone somewhere. Okay? There's always tomorrow. Create more time. Create moments with your other better half. Make time for your family and your children. For they one time shall grow and move out. Na if watu wengi wanasema wako pamoja, ni watoto tu. Let me tell you, my brother, my sister, you met this man, you met this woman without children. Kuna wengine walawa na watoto, lakini mulikutana, let me assume hamkuwa na watoto. Na hawa watoto eventually hata kama ulimwona na watoto, hawa watoto watakuwa na wataenda. Na kama you don't know how to live with your wife, watoto wataenda. How will you start living together now? Because watoto, the children factor will not be in place, will not play anywhere. Si watoto wamekuwa wameenda, they will be working somewhere, or watoto wanang'ang'ana na maisha yao pale, wamewacha wewe na bibi yako na bwana yako. The earlier the better you accept it, believe it or not, my brother, mutabaki peke yenu. Na kama hamjui kuishi pamoja, sasa mtaanza aje? Because mulikuwa pamoja kwa sababu ya watoto. Now that the kids have gone, umepata wangapi? Wawili. Nyumba itakalika aje? It's a question that I leave to everyone to answer yourself. Quietly in your heart, but that moment is coming when watoto watakuwa watoto na mpake wawili kwa nyumba. For that few remarks, thank you so much for watching my video. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. My YouTube name is Sam Ongoro. Kindly like and share. Ask a friend to subscribe. Thank you so much and have a lovely, lovely day. See you in my next video. Thank you and bye-bye.